Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this show of ours, the Crypto Diggers Africa Show, where women dig crypto. Let me start with a disclaimer. The information and materials in this show are not to be considered as financial advice. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile. So when you get involved, you should carefully consider whether cryptocurrency is right for you, considering your circumstances and financial resources. As a person who's been involved for some time in the world of cryptocurrencies and cryptography, it was in the conversations with family, friends, and colleagues that I realized that there is a lot happening in the crypto space that most people, especially women, and more specifically, women in Africa, are not exposed to or unsure about or have no knowledge of the crypto world. My name is Tebello Mochema, and I am the host of the Crypto Diggers Africa show. Since we started with the conversations, there's been a lot that we have learned from our guests. If it's the first time that you're joining us, this is, by the way, our 5th show that we are having. So welcome to you and looking forward to you joining us in future shows. So we have learned a lot from other speakers where we've learned, about how one can earn from using the savings options on the exchanges where you are able to buy cryptos, to opportunities about trading. More importantly, that each one of us can partner with the platforms where we trade ourselves. Therefore, you do not have to have somebody else doing the trading for you. We've also learned about crypto mining and its various advantages. Whilst the show is mainly aimed at women in Africa who continue to be left behind as it relates to financial literacy and freedom, I'm glad that we are seeing a slow and steady emergence of women in the world of crypto. As the African proverb says, you educate a woman, you educate the community. It is therefore critical to continue to improve the knowledge about crypto for women in Africa. Through these sessions or these shows, women in Africa will learn about crypto and blockchain and how these platforms can help them improve their financial freedom. They will learn how to develop their own business knowledge using crypto as a form of currency. They will also learn about technologies behind the phenomenon of cryptos, because there are many. If you think you've heard of one, every day you hear about a new one, and you're like, what is this about? And we continue to learn, every single day. You'll also learn how these platforms and the systems and the technologies can be used, as an opportunity of decentralized finance, and how in the decentralized finance as women, we can bypass the financial policies and processes that are related to fiat currencies. So what is our main objective, with this show? Again, if you're joining us for the first time, through the engagement with both women and men. Yes, it is a show for women in Africa. However, we are not excluding men, to be part of the show. So through engagement with both men and women who are involved in crypto, we aim to provide you with knowledge and improve your knowledge and understanding about the world of crypto. The impact that crypto is having on, the financial sectors or just in businesses currently, and the possibilities for women in Africa, because our slogan does say, women dig crypto. Thank you for joining us on this show today. and we welcome your comments and questions during the course of the show. If you are joining us on Zoom, please you are welcome to type in your comments and questions there. Also, if you are joining us on Facebook Live, you're welcome to put in the questions and comments, and we will endeavor to address them during the course of the show. If we do not get to address them in the show, be sure that we will respond to them after the show. I am proud and I'm happy to welcome a sister of mine today that is joining us. Our guest for the show today is Thato Mamorena, who is a call center management expert and is somebody that has also been involved in crypto for a while. You will hear from her for how long now. Welcome, Thato, and thank you for taking this time to join us on the show today.
Thank you so much, my sister Dibello. It was an honor to receive an invite to this show. Thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah.
Great. We're looking to hearing, more about how you got involved and what, the value that crypto has added to your life. But before we go into that, tell us a little bit about who Thato is.
Thato is a wife, a born-again Christian, a mom to 4 kids. So I've got 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yes.
And I'm also a crypto enthusiast. I'm a housewife, and I am an ex-call center manager in the short-term insurance space.
Okay.
I was in that space for about 16 years, and I've worked for many of the insurance companies that you might be insured with at the moment, for your car and your household contents. So I do have a lot of knowledge in that space, and I still help, where I can with friends and family and anyone that is really having a claim or wants to change their insurances, move to another insurance. So I still have that knowledge. And yeah, right now I'm doing crypto mining, and I'm also doing the network marketing part of it full-time, and I'm also a full-time mom. Yeah.
A full-time mom who is involved in crypto. How do you manage to balance the two?
So it's basically very easy. One of the things that has always been said, we've heard our grandmothers saying it, is that you need to wake up early. The earliest bird catches the fattest worm. So I'm going with those lines to say, when you wake up early, then you can actually schedule your day to be there. So I do drop off my kids on a daily basis. School starts at 7:30, gates open at 7 o'clock. I'm an early riser. So as soon as I drop them off, I go for my morning runs, because that is my pill of the day. So I go for my morning runs, I come back and I start my day, and then there's a lot of time. When they are at school, I am busy with my schedule.
Okay. So a call center expert, an experienced lady in the insurance space, a mother, an active person who wakes up and runs in the mornings, and also a crypto, enthusiast. When did you start getting involved in crypto, and why?
So I started being involved in the crypto space in 2017. I was actually invited by a friend over to her house, and she explained, and it was in January of 2017, and it didn't make sense. I couldn't get the whole jargon that she was using, and I didn't actually do any research until I went to Russia in 2017, June. So it was May, and then we came back in June. So at the airport in Dubai, this lady, I wanted to buy makeup, and this lady said, are you going to use Bitcoin or are you going to use dollars? And I was like,
oh, wow.
why would I want to use Bitcoin, you know? And then I remembered, but before then, before I left, another friend of mine actually launched her network business in crypto and invited me for a full-on presentation where there were people who were speaking about crypto, who were already involved in the crypto space. And when I came back, I then went back to that friend of mine that actually hosted a presentation and said, you know what, I think I need to learn more about this. And that was because I wanted financial freedom, because they spoke about financial freedom a lot and how the crypto or Bitcoin has changed their lives. Okay. So I wanted to be part of that.
That's interesting. So somebody in South Africa talks to you about crypto and you're like, yeah, I hear you, you know, I see you go to 2 different continents, the Middle East and on your way to Russia. And then you hear about crypto and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I need to listen more. So yeah, now that, you know, somebody had said to you, do you want to buy? Have you ever bought using crypto?
I have actually. There was a time when I think it was also in 2018 when we were learning about it, and there were not so many exchanges that we knew that you could buy and hold Bitcoins. And at that time, I was using Luno a lot. And I did buy airtime. I think at that time, Vodacom was launching that thing that you can buy. And there was those Zappo cards that were also available where you could swipe that card at Nando's. And Nando's didn't know that you're using crypto, you know, but you knew you're using crypto. So it has been quite an interesting journey where I wouldn't make those mistakes. I wouldn't buy food with my crypto today. From what I know, you know, I mean, that time you couldn't, I mean, in 2010, when other people knew about it, they couldn't even buy a house. Today, with your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin, you can buy a car, you can buy a house, you know. Yeah. So no, for now, I'm not going to use my cryptos buying anything that I can buy. Can run?
So you won't be like that one individual that once bought pizzas, you know, using Bitcoins, and now they're thinking, oh man, I shouldn't have bought those. Okay. Interesting. But we learn. I mean, that was something that you've learned. And I'm sure when you share with people, you're able to you know, share that story with them. So as you came back and now you were, you know, going to this individual and you were talking to other people about, you know, learning more about crypto, what were some of the messages or some of the information about crypto that, you know, caught your attention, that said to you, okay, I really need to get involved in this?
Financial freedom. A lot of being in the crypto space has taught me a lot of patience, a lot of loving people, because it has always been about the people. I mean, every year since 2018, every year in April on my birth month, I educate and I help at least 10 people to open a crypto wallet. Wow. And to open a crypto wallet is free. And when you talk to people one-on-one and engage and tell them that you don't even need money to open a crypto wallet, you know, and you find people that would follow through and use that 100 rands in 2018 or that 500 in 2018, and in 2020 December, the same person says, I had 500 rands. Today, I've got 2,800. What is happening? So it doesn't matter, man, how big are the wins. For me, I sleep much better at night knowing that I've helped that one and that one and that one,
Okay.
because I think our goals are not the same.
Yes.
So if I can help one to make 2,000 extra in 2 years, that's an achievement for me, because crypto requires a lot of patience. And for me, it has taught me that. And it's a very, very forgiving space, because even with whatever amount that you have started with, once you get the light, you won't go back. You won't go back again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And earlier you mentioned something about Luno. Can you explain for somebody that's listening and they're like, okay, what is Luno now? What is that all about?
So Luno is an exchange. Our simple term would be Luno is like your Capitec for rents. So Luno is like a bank where you go to and you just register your details. All they want is your email address, really. They don't need a lot of details from you and your full names and surnames. They do FICA as well, just like the banks does. So you better use your full your real names,
Right.
And then once you have done that, you can deposit your rent. If you are in South Africa, you can deposit your pula. If you are in Botswana, you can deposit your maluti if you are in Lesotho. And you can now, with your maluti, you then buy, a Bitcoin. At that time, Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency I knew. I mean, you spoke about, we learn every day. I learn about a new cryptocurrency. And to catch up with all of them, you just have to make up your mind that, you know what, I'm going to run with this ones, maybe 5 of them, or I'm going to run with this one, maybe 1 of them. And just believe that one day I'm going to make a lot of money, or I'm going to make profit from this cryptocurrency. So Luno is an exchange. We call it an exchange where you keep your cryptocurrencies. So there's a lot of them. Luno is not the only one. I must also just warn the people or a person who's watching with us this afternoon that a lot of scammers have used Luno, and they're still using Luno. You will find those that say, put in 3,000 in your Luno account and I will make you 33,000 in 7 days. There is no such. As I said, cryptocurrencies requires a lot of patience. So if you're going to get in with the mentality of saying, I want to make money in 7 days, quick money, there is no such, unfortunately. Others are still holding on to their Bitcoins that they bought in 2016, 2018. So I can never tell you how much you are going to make tomorrow, because cryptocurrency, as my sister Tibello did say, we wake up today, the Bitcoin price is very high. We wake up tomorrow, the Bitcoin price is very down. So all I know is that in the space of 12 years, Bitcoin has moved from 140 to 582,000 a day. So that I know, that I've seen. Only a baby in this crypto space joined into, partnered or bought my first fractions of Bitcoins in 2017. But still, I'm yet to see another space where one can make money like we are doing in the crypto space. In just, it's very forgiving. It's very forgiving industry.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love what you say, Thato, in terms of it's forgiving, yet at the same time, you have to be patient, so don't go buying and expecting that, I've bought now, we are in August, and expect that in December, you would have made millions, of whatever the profit, that you have bought. So you've also mentioned that there are several cryptos. You started with Bitcoin, which I think is what most people started with. What other cryptocurrencies have you bought or have you acquired for yourself?
I'm studying about Matic, Polygon. I'm studying about Dogecoin.
Okay.
Dogecoin, yes. But we fall in love and unfall in love. And then there's two other cryptocurrencies called Bitcoin Vault, Electric Cash. Of Ethereum, Ethereum has shown us that this crypto space is very forgiving. There's lots. I mean, there's more than 6,000. So for you to get involved in the crypto space, there is 3 ways that you can get involved. Right. We call it, you can buy and hold your cryptos. You can mine a crypto. There is also another way, which is called trading.
Okay.
And now we're seeing more and more where you can stack, you can use DeFi. There's always something that we are learning on a daily basis. Yes. So with mining, that's where I started. I didn't know about trading. I didn't know about buying and hodling. And listen, I'm not saying buying and holding. I'm saying buying and holding.
What's the difference?
You hodl. You don't hold. You hodl. So when you hodl, you hold on for your dear life into that crypto. So whether the crypto is you must always have that thing in mind that I bought my fractions of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin, for example, the value of one Bitcoin was 350,000. And today, one Bitcoin is 43,000. I cannot sell because I am at a loss.
Okay.
All right? So you are at a loss. You are going to hold until the Bitcoin price is back at 350 or it is back at 400,000. Right. Okay? And you are not going to back down. You are going to hodl to that crypto until it gets to where you want. And when it gets there, you get out because that's the promise or the target that you have made yourself. Another thing, the crypto space does not want you to be a greedy person. Okay. And say, it's gone to 4,000, 400,000. It will go to 1 million. Then it comes back with you, back to 350, 250. Then you're thinking, I've lost. Then that's why we found stories like Bitcoin has eaten or taken my man.
Okay.
Or I have been scammed. So a lot of patience, and you need to be a woman or a man of your word. If you say, I'm going to get out when the value of Bitcoin is this much, do that.
Okay.
So that is when you are holding, and holding is for a long term.
Right.
Then you find people who are mining. So mining, you need to find a reputable company that you are going to mine with, because at the present moment, there isn't a lot of people that are mining crypto on their own, because we've got that challenge in South Africa of electricity. And it requires these mining machines, because they need to run 24 hours. They take a lot of electricity.
Right.
That is for the miners. And you just have to find a reputable company that you will mine with. And they always have their terms and conditions to say you can mine with us for such a period of time. So once you have mined your crypto, then you can take it out from that company and put it in your exchange, Luno, Binance, and so forth and so on. There's a lot.
Yes.
So, and then you get your traders. Those traders as well, you find daily traders, you find monthly traders. They are different traders. So a person would say, I'm a daily trader. I trade every day and I wake up at 2 a.m. because the crypto space trading does not stop. It has no Monday, it has no Sunday. Every day is a working day. So you can choose for yourself how you are going to acquire the cryptocurrencies of your choice.
Wow.
So it's up to you how you are going to acquire the crypto. And you are totally in control, but you always have to remember why you got into it. Okay? Why? What was your purpose? For me, it was financial freedom. It was for me to help other people also reach their financial freedom. So in this space, yes, I've acquired crypto or Bitcoins through mining and through network marketing. Because when you tell other people about the mining company that you are with, they compensate you. So I've acquired in that way as well. I've acquired through holding as well. Because if I started holding when the value of one Bitcoin and I bought some fractions was 35,000, today is at 582. And the money that I had then is no longer the same. So that's the beauty of cryptocurrencies. But the number of fractions that you bought will remain the same if you don't add on them. So whether the Bitcoin price is low or high, what Bitcoin fraction, or if you've got one Bitcoin, it will always remain one Bitcoin. It doesn't matter whether the value of Bitcoin is 47,000 or it's 35,000 or it's 350,000 or it's a million. So if it's a million and you've got one Bitcoin, you've got 1 million. If it's 350 and one Bitcoin, you're still holding to that, you've got 350,000.
Wow. Wow. You explain it so simply. And I can tell that, you're explaining it out of experience. But, the biggest phrase that I loved that you've said is explaining hodl, which means hold on for dear life.
Yes.
When the price goes down, don't panic and say, oh, here we are selling. When the price goes up, also don't get too excited, because what you're highlighting as well is remember the reason why, one got involved in the space. And everybody gets involved in this opportunity, for different reasons. If you are joining us on Zoom or joining us on Facebook Live, welcome. And today we are talking to Thato Mamorena, who's been involved in the cryptocurrency space since 2017, and she's been sharing her experiences with what she has learned, during this time. She's also sharing with us information that she has gained, since she started being involved in cryptocurrencies. We do have a question, Thato, that I'd like us to ask. And somebody is saying to us, can you please explain in simpler terms the difference between crypto and Bitcoin?
All right. Cryptocurrencies is all those that I have mentioned. I've mentioned only a few, but we did say that there's about more than 5,000 of them. Yeah? So those are cryptocurrencies. And then there's a reason why we don't call Bitcoin an altcoin. So in the cryptocurrencies, you've got Bitcoin and others. And then the others, we call them altcoins, okay? The reason why we don't call Bitcoin an altcoin is because Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. So that is the mother of all cryptocurrencies. So for me to say I'm a crypto enthusiast and I don't have Bitcoin in my portfolio, you can ask Austibello. I'm lying to myself. Because we have seen that when Bitcoin value is low, some of the altcoins will also go down. When Bitcoin picks up, some of the altcoins will also pick up. So each and every cryptocurrency is here to solve a problem.
Explain that a little bit more. We thought cryptocurrency is money. It's just
Yes,
how is
but
it
money that is here to solve a problem. Remember, Bitcoin was created and it is decentralized. It is not owned by any government. So the problem that Bitcoin was actually solving was that every country will print its own money, but they don't tell us when is it going to stop. 2008, we saw the Zim dollar going. It's gone. I remember when I was young, I was still in high school at that time. My brother, whom I am 12 years older than, was still, I think, in grade 1 or grade R. But he loved when I used to watch, because I used to do economics, and I used to watch the last part of the news before the weather. They would share about the trade. They would share about how much the value of one Zim dollar is compared to the rand, like they're doing now with the dollar and the pound and the yen and so forth. And the Zim dollar was there on the Zulu News, Sotho News, on SABC. It was there. You could see it. And my brother loved the Zim dollar. And there was a year where we didn't see the Zim dollar anymore. And he was like, where is the Zim dollar?
Okay.
So we used to talk, me and him, even when I moved out of home, to say, you know how much you used to love watching that part of the news with me. And then he would say, but Aksaibona Zim dollar aus Thato, what happened to it? We were told that it's kaput. They're no longer printing the Zim dollar, because now we know with Bitcoin, there's a limit. In 2021, the mining machines that are mining Bitcoin will stop.
Okay.
And in circulation, they can only be 21 million. And how many are we in the country or in the world, for that matter?
Okay.
So that's why I spoke about fractions. You can own fractions. You can own 20 of them. And those ones who are having a lot of them, we call them whales. That they are the ones. So if it goes up and they decide, you know what, I want to cash in, I would like own a Bitcoin price.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that this space is very forgiving. Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency. There is others, these altcoins, some of them, there's one that you can go, you can go on Altcoin Trader, you can go on Binance. Some of them are still at a very, very low price where you can afford, Some of them are not even worth 1 rand. Some of them are not even worth 1 cent at the moment. So it would just take you to educate yourself. You can find a mentor, people who have been there. NgesiZulu sithi indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili.
You ask the road from those that have already traveled it.
Yes.
Yeah. Thato, thank you so much for Go ahead.
So to answer Utogo, there's altcoins and there's also Bitcoin.
Okay. So in that answer, that helps us to, helps us to a question that's also come in on the Facebook Live page. I'm just checking it on the phone. And the question was, so the main cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. Yes, the main cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. And as Thato has indicated, the other coins, the other 5,999 coins are altcoins. But I think also one of the things that you mentioned, Thato, was that as people learn about the different cryptocurrencies, they also need to read about why each of them was created.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you'll end up holding a coin that is not solving anything.
Okay.
And excuse my language, I did say I'm born again, but it's the jargon in the crypto space. There are coins that we call shit coins. So those ones, you don't want to, when you read up on them and you see that it does not sit well with you and it's not solving any problem, then you're not, I mean, as we said, there's more than 5,000. So you can just choose 10, you can choose 5 and just have that belief that, you know what, they will grow. Bitcoin was once 140, today it's 582. It took Bitcoin 12 years, and you will give a chance to coins, altcoins like Bitcoin Vault, Electric Cash, Monero, your Ethereum. You'll give them a chance, and say, this one is still a baby, this one is 7 years old, this one is 1 year old, this one is 6 months, this one is 1 day. Let me just see where it's going to get, and have that, mentality to always be positive, to say, what if it works for me?
Yes.
Unlike saying it has died. I mean, Bitcoin has been killed so many times. I remember in 2019, in February, people were saying, what? Because in 2017, one Bitcoin in December was 350. In 2019, February, one Bitcoin was 43,000. And I remember receiving a phone call from one of my friends and saying, my friend, I see you on Facebook. Hey man, you love your Bitcoin, but can you just stop, Batong? Because it is dead. Yeah. Bitcoin is a finish. And it came back. September of that same year, it was sitting on 200,000, one Bitcoin.
Wow. So for those that are listening from outside of South Africa, when Thato is referring to the 300s and the 500s, she's obviously using the South African rand currency. So today, if we look at the cost, so what we're basically saying to you is, think about this. In 2009, one Bitcoin was worth $1. Today, as you and I are sitting here, one Bitcoin is worth $38,000, right? This is US dollars that the coin is worth. And we know that beginning of the year, we saw one Bitcoin hitting the $60,000 mark, so talk to us about that. So when as you said, you bought and you're mining, you're learning more, but in the time that you have been around, you have experienced, the value of the coin going up, the value of the coin going down. What has that done to you, and what have you learned out of that experience?
So as I did say and mention, that it has taught me a lot of patience. It has taught me that learning does not end. And it has taught me that never use money that you are not willing to lose. It has taught me that everything in life is a risk. Swallowing water is a risk. Driving off your garage and saying, I'm going to pick up my kids, is a risk. So even with cryptocurrency, whether you are saying, I am mining, or I am going to trade, or I am going to hodl, remember, it's a risk. Number one, when you hodl, the exchange that you are hodling on is not yours. You don't own it. So Luno can wake up tomorrow and say, we're not saving Africa. What's going to happen to the cryptocurrencies that you are hodling in Luno or in altcoin trader? Remember again, when you are mining with a company, that company is not yours. So the person that is sharing the opportunity with you has actually shown you the light. It's for you, or given you a baton. It's for you to take up that baton and run. Start learning. If you are holding Bitcoin, go learn and read the white paper about Bitcoin. Learn and read and study and see what is it that they are solving. Bitcoin, what is it that Bitcoin is solving?
Mm-hmm.
And when you are trading, it takes learning as well for you to add it into your skills portfolio. It takes courage, you know. Wake up every morning saying, today I want to learn something.
Okay.
Don't be hard on yourself to want to learn things in 7 days and think you've now made it. No, it took Bitcoin, this cryptocurrency, the mother of them all, 12 years to get where it is.
Okay. Wow.
And never ever think that you are stagnant. You know, the most important day in your life was when you were born. The next important day in your life is when you find out for yourself why you were born, finding out your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you still have breath in you, you are capable of anything. Never write yourself off.
Wow.
I'm speaking to a mother out there. I'm speaking
Yes.
to a housewife out there. I'm speaking to a sister out there. You are 62 years old and you think you have made it. No. Away with the fact that your children will bring money to you every month. You can sit, you've got a laptop, you've got a smartphone. Go granny of today carry smartphone.
Yes, indeed.
You are that woman that just lost your job. Your job was a vehicle. And the seed that you are going to get right now, you must sow it correctly. Wow. You know, I saw 10,000 Rand changing my life, giving me this that I'm speaking about. It was only 10,000 Rands that I parted ways with to buy a mining plan in 2017, September.
Wow.
10,000 Rands. And the rest was me sharing the opportunity to other people. And when they said no, I didn't take it personally. Mm-hmm. I knew they were saying not now, or maybe there's something that does not sit well with the company that I was mining with at that time. Mm. So I don't take that opportunity given for granted. When I give you an opportunity and you say no, it's fine with me. But there are other ways. We've mentioned 3 of them. Mm. To buy a mining plan with a reputable company, to hodl, and to trade.
Okay.
You know, unfortunately, we can't explain all of them in this hour, but it takes you. It will take you to make that decision, to contact the person whom you are friends and you are watching on this Facebook Live, or you are watching the recording, it's 4 days later after we've done this. But go back, find someone. If you don't have someone in your circle, just contact either Tibello or myself, and let's see how we can help you at least start, you know, a portfolio. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You have spoken, you know, I think you are speaking to the souls and the hearts of the people, and I love it. And you know, we've received a comment. I've just seen a couple of comments on Facebook saying such powerful and insightful information that you're sharing with us. And you know, and Togo also is talking about, you know, she says, I like it when you say, think about your why, which is absolutely important, because each and every one of us, there's a different why we get involved in the crypto space. And, you know, we've got a couple of minutes still to go. And you mentioned mothers and grannies and housewives. Talk to them, because this show is about, you know, helping women understand crypto, help especially women in Africa. As a mother, as a wife, you know, as somebody that has worked before, as a housewife right now, talk to the woman that has been thinking, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. What would you say to them?
So, you know, I respect this, a smartphone. So once you have a smartphone, you must also be smart. Imagine, you know, having a smartphone and I mean, a smartphone right now, you can Google. So I had an opportunity of being part of a show. It's no longer on ETV, but it was part of ETV, Rhythm City. And they would call me and I would go there and be an extra. So I was very true with myself that I wouldn't want to speak. They mustn't give me a script, but I would be, you know, nje pretty. Yeah.
Yes.
And I did that. I think it was for 3 months, and I would go there. And I would be in the midst of these actors, these people that we bring into our homes on a daily basis for these soapies that we watch, you know? And I saw them, how actually these people are making money. So it's a job. I actually equaled it to when I was in the insurance space. And at some stage in the call center, when you pick up a call and you say, thank you for calling such and such a company you're speaking to, the minute you speak to another person and you help them, they would pay you commission for that. So I realized that money is made in many ways. And we should not write ourselves to say, okay, and remembering that the company is a source, the company is a vehicle. It's not what makes you. So when it's taken away, because you've got a potential, you know your purpose, you can still go on. As a mother, as a wife, you know, nothing should take away your personality, your you. You must look yourself in the mirror and say, I was born to win, and you will win. You understand? So I was in that space and I realized, wow. So these people, they spend more than 8 hours. Wabona, the office job, you know, it's guaranteed. You are there from 8 to 5, you can go home. Those people, if they keep on cutting the scene and Thato is not, you know, saying their lines properly, they will be there until 7 in the evening, and call time was 6 o'clock in the morning. And I said, wow, I've got respect for these people. I bow. And sometimes days go by fast and you are there for 30 minutes and the scene is done. Wow, we can go home. You know, sometimes you work longer hours, sometimes you work lesser hours. So I respected time. Time is money.
Time is money.
African women, time is money. So when you are sweeping, and one thing I live by, I do everything as if I'm doing it unto the Lord. When I feed my kids, when I serve my husband, when I talk to somebody about crypto, when I educate, I also run 7 days courses. I also do one-on-ones there and there. So when I do it for you, I'm doing it as if I'm doing it unto the Lord. That's why it took me time to make simple terms. You know, a lot of jargons were spoken around cryptocurrencies when we first knew about it. Hence, we were so afraid. There's nothing to be afraid about. It's money. So when you're saying, I am afraid, then you are saying you are afraid of money.
Wow.
So when you say I'm afraid of Bitcoin, it means you are afraid of money, because it's money. In a simple terms, it's digital money. That's all that it is. You can't pick it up. You can't walk around the corner and say, I've picked up a Bitcoin. It does not happen like that.
Wow.
So that's the difference.
Powerful, powerful. When you say you are scared of Bitcoin, it means you are saying, I'm scared of money.
Yes.
Powerful message.
You are scared of a dollar. You are scared of a maludi. You are scared of a bula. That's all you are saying.
Wow, that is so powerful. And I think it links very much strongly to also your message earlier that understand, even with money and with Bitcoin, there are also risks that are involved. It's about you getting the knowledge so that you're able to minimize the risks. And you know, as we talk to women, as we talk to leaders of homes, they are always looking for opportunities to say, how do I find, you know, more resources to be able to support and help my family? And what you're saying to us is open your eyes and ears and your spirit to crypto. You will find the right crypto, but open your eyes and ears and your spirit to crypto until you find the right one and you go with it. Wow, that is such a powerful message that you're giving us. So quickly, just let us know, how has crypto made a difference in your life? What are some of the things that you've been able to do that you know that if you're not involved in crypto, you wouldn't have been able to do?
One of the things, because when I started, I said, because I didn't know that I could help other people at that time. So it was to be financially free. You know, through crypto, I have managed to pay off many of my debts that I had while I was working. And I have managed to learn that you can wait for something. And I have managed to also use my hands and my brains. I have managed to cut out on a lot of things. Some things are not necessary for you to have. So it helps, because when you look at the price of Bitcoin and you say, because we dream a lot when we are in the crypto space, or you look at the price of this crypto and you say, let me buy with this money that I thought maybe I can buy. I've got a kettle in the house, but I'm thinking to buy a branded one. Instead of me buying this branded one, let me use that money, that 3,000 that I want to buy Smack Kayo, and take it to this cryptocurrency and hodl, you know, and just buy and hodl and forget about it. Let me forget about it for 15 months. In 15 months, you open your wallet or your hodling wallet that you've got, or in your exchange, and you see that it grew. And you tell yourself, okay, I just wanted today, when I bought it, it was 1 rand. I just wanted to get to 4 rands or to 2 rands. So if you take 3,000 and it's 3,000 and today you bought it with 1 rand. If it goes to 2 rands, you've got 6,000 rands because it has doubled.
Right.
1 + 1 is 2. So if you want to take the 3,000 and leave another 3,000 and say, now I want to push another 15 months and I want it to get to 4 rands, it's another double. Your 3,000 would be 6,000 again. But if you leave it at 6,000 and it doubles, it's 12,000.
Okay.
So
Thato? Apologies for that. We seem to be having a slight challenge with the connection. Thato will be back. I hope that you have gotten the messages that she shared with us here today. Welcome back, Ausi. You know, such powerful messages that, you know, she's been sharing with us, you know, about her experience, about why, you know, it's important to consider it, about, you know, the lessons that she's learned, patience, reflecting on what is it that she wants to purchase and when she wants to purchase, because she's understanding that over a long period of time, if she holds onto the crypto over a long period of time, it gains more value. And as it gains more value, she's then able to afford the things she could have afforded, you know, a month, you know, a year ago, but even more. And, you know, so she was still continuing to share with us, you know, some of the, how the crypto has benefited her. Over to you, May.
Thank you so much, Ausi. I'm so sorry about that. Yes, I mentioned also discipline, that it has taught me a lot of discipline. And I said a yes is a yes, a no is a no. And not every invitation basically is you must RSVP. And currently we are on lockdown for more than 400 days now. So yeah, you have to know your why and you have to stick to it. Okay. So I've learned a lot, man, but most of it all being financially free. Financially free meaning where you don't owe anyone, but you just owe them love. Wow. You know, you just owe everyone love, but not where I can't sleep and say, yo, I owe Austibello, I owe this one, I owe that one. You know, you must
Wonderful.
Just. Yes.
Wonderful. Oh God, you've got so much information to share, and now we're getting close to the end of the session. I wish we could go on, for another 10 to 15 minutes, but I know we've got, some time challenges. So you are continuing to learn. If people want to contact you, can they do so? And what is it? What would be the benefit of them contacting you? What could they be able to learn through contacting you?
So I do run the crypto courses, as I mentioned, 7 days course. It's just a crash course, basic, very, very, very basic. So in this course, you will pick up, like the question that Togo did ask, that there is Bitcoin and altcoins. You would also learn about different exchanges, and you will also learn about the problems that each and every crypto is solving. And then I am, for now, I've taken a break on network marketing because there's another skill that I've put into my portfolio that I'm busy with. And it's been 3 months, so I'm on my 2nd month. But should one want to mine Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, they can still contact me. I've got a team, and in my team, I've got team leaders that can take you through the mining process. And I do teach a lot about hodling other cryptocurrencies, where I can be contacted. And then where I cannot answer your question or I cannot give you what you want, there is plenty. I've got mentors that are mentoring me, and there's a lot of us. We are a community. I mean, from when we started, I've helped, as I said, every April since 2018. So 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. It's been 4 years where I help people open crypto wallets. Wow. And through that, I know for sure I have touched more than 100 people. Why I'm saying that is that if I touch 10 people in every month of April in these 4 years, I know for sure this 10 people have helped another 10 people. So that's why I say I have touched more than 100 people, because if I have touched 10, the 40 that I've touched, and it happens, sometimes it's 15, the 40 that I've touched have touched another person as well. So
amazing. That's amazing. So I know that you're on Facebook and you're also on Instagram, and if people want to get hold of you, they can just use your name, correct?
They can use my name on Facebook. I am Thato Mamorena Mutsoto. My husband's name is Thato Mutsoto as well. So you have to differentiate. Mine is Thato Mamorena Mutsoto. And then on Instagram, I am Thato Mutsoto. Okay. Those are my 2 handles. Those are and then from Facebook, then we can take it up to WhatsApp, email, Zoom, and so forth.
Wonderful. Thato, can you believe we've come to the end of the session? There is so much that we have learned, and I loved your message today in terms of opening your eyes, your ears, and your heart and your spirit, you know, to crypto, learning more, being disciplined and having the patience, you know, as we go through the process. So I really want to thank you so much for taking this time to come and share your experience and your knowledge with us, because I'm sure you have touched a lot of women who might have found themselves either they've lost jobs or they took a decision that I'm no longer going to be working, I'm going to be home and look after my family, but they want to do something else. And now they're hearing that they can do something else. There are other opportunities, you know, that they can get involved in. If you have been with us up to this point, thank you so much for joining us and you know, listening to the conversation. Do let us know what you thought or what your thoughts are of the show. And we welcome your input on what other areas as well we can be able to cover in the show. You can follow us or contact us in Facebook and in Instagram under the name Crypto Diggers Africa. Crypto Diggers Africa is where you can be able to find us on Facebook and Instagram. This recording will be available on our Team Wealth Creators Tube channel so that those who want to watch it at a later stage can be able to do so. And we look forward to seeing you next week, Thursday, at the same time, same day. Remember that women dig crypto. You dig. Thank you so much, Thato, and have a blessed day forward.
Thank you so much.